Think of Sunningdale's well-dressed cousin who moved to Hampshire. So there you go. Make of that what you will.
My opinion on pace of play now is that we should come to terms with the fact that a round of golf is going to take 5 hours, not 4 hours.
So the holes have names.
Holes have names, yeah, that's good.
I like that. I do like that.
The Liphook Golf Club preview. In this episode, we're going to be previewing Liphook in Hampshire. It's a course that's designed by a man who'd never built one before, where nobody can book a tee time, and where one hole's approach shot lands in a completely different county. Yes, that is Liphook Golf Club. But before we carry on, could I ask you out there, listening or watching, to drop us a follow or subscribe, or better still, share it with somebody. We're getting some great growing numbers. That means all of you are doing it, but we could do with more. The more we get, the better production we can put in, the better guests we can get on, and the more better content that we can get that's going to keep you interested in this podcast. Now, let's get back to previewing Liphook. So I'm going to tell you, chaps, about how this booking came about. We've got a man on the inside, Andrew from the wonderful Hindhead Golf Club. He's our man down south, so he's arranged for us to play Liphook. Now, what you don't know is I have just this afternoon recorded the Swinley Forest preview without you two, you're sacked, with Alex, the Top 100 Golf Guru. And he said that as a double header, doing Liphook followed by Swinley Forest is like he'd love to do something exactly in that order because of the kind of the quirky nature of both clubs. Now, I don't know. Obviously, you'll have done what I've done, which is gone onto the website to try and interrogate a bit of information and whatever. And I found it to be a very non-typical Top 100 Golf Club website. Like, I do history and I couldn't find anything. It was literally just like, this is when it was built. And that was it. I don't know about you with the course or things like that, but that was my experience anyway. So
Yeah,
if that's...
I think some of those Surrey clubs are a little bit like that, aren't they? They go under the radar a little bit in terms of they don't necessarily host lots of big tournaments. They're just kind of really beautiful members clubs that are kind of kept that way, aren't they? Certainly, like Hindhead, that was the most members club that we've been so far, hasn't it? And it was
it was a lovely atmosphere.
Lovely
and all that
atmosphere,
kind of
wasn't
like,
it?
Yeah.
But it was kind of quaint and yeah, it didn't feel like a lot of the other top 100 stuff that we play. It feels like an actual golf club, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, let me give you the deets, the numbers and the figures. So it's ranked 75, which means it's hovering around Royal St. David's. It's higher than, but hovering around Royal St. David's. The Queen's Course at Gleneagles. I'll keep saying this till the day I die, but that's one of my favourite golf courses.
Even though it's no longer in the top 100-ish. It's not
doesn't
on our
count
list anymore.
that list is dead.
It's been ousted,
non-existent. Mate. Yeah. And it's above Abu Dhabi at 84 and above West Lancs at 86. So it's keeping good company.
Where
do you think it's getting a Surrey Heathland uplift? Do you think it's getting that? I'm not sure.
Where is it in comparison to... So Hindhead was like down in the 90s, wasn't it?
90s, and Hankley Common was mid-50s.
Mid-50s, right.
So it's pitched in the middle of
those two.
In the middle
of those two. Okay. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Oh, well, absolutely bloody take that. I mean, Hankley Common is one of my favourite places in the world, I think, now. So you can transport me back to that golf course any day.
You're gonna love this trip, aren't you, Nish? Like, you love a bit of Heathland, don't you?
Those two courses sound like everything my eye likes about a golf course. Like
heather,
bit of heather,
fast
bit
greens.
I don't think there's going to be much gorse, but trees.
The South Downs is such a wonderful part of the...
It's a beautiful part of the world, isn't it? Beautiful part of the world.
Yeah.
So that's the numbers on where it's ranked. A round of golf. So you can only play as a visitor. You can only play Liphook between March and October. You're not allowed to play any other times. And so that's just basically golf season, winters, members only.
Yeah.
Now, this is the interesting bit. So midweek in that period, it's £180 for a round. On a Sunday, it's £210. You can't play Saturday because it's members only comps. And twilight rate is a very reasonable £135, which for a
take that
ranked 70 Heathland course in that amazing belt of great golfing land, pretty reasonable, that.
Bear in mind, neither of you work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we need as many reasonable green fees as we can bloody get at the minute. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of where we're at. So I don't know what does that do for your expectations from the place.
I mean, I think after our last trip down there, like you said, we did Hindhead and Hankley. My expectations are extremely high. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like that was such a great double header, that wasn't it? And I just feel like this is with Swindley Forest in there as well. I mean, yeah, I'm very excited about playing both those courses. Very excited to go and play something, back in that little, because I mean, Liphook, Hindhead, and Hankley are all like right next to each other, right? So they're similar sort of characteristics, I guess.
What are we talking lengthwise at Liphook?
It's pretty short, so it's only 6,500 yards, I think, from the back tees. So it's not a long course at all. So it's very much a strategic, strategically designed course. So yeah, I think it's quite narrow, quite tight. There's lots of trees, Nish will enjoy that. So it's traditional kind of heathland, but it sounds like the birch and pine trees have taken over the years. So it's quite heavily tree lined, I think.
Right.
So yeah, I think I've read one thing that said think of Sunningdale's well-dressed cousin who moved to Hampshire. So there you go. Make of that what you will.
I don't know what any of that means.
So I mean, but yeah,
why a cousin? Named... Why a well-dressed cousin? That's weird.
I don't know.
That's a weird way to describe it.
But yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about it in the same breath as Sunningdale at all, then that can't be a bad thing, right?
Absolutely. Well, look, I'll give you a few more.
I think just in relation to that, it says the number of the reviews said that recurring theme is basically short course, absolutely brutal. Golfers arrive thinking 6,200 yards, easy day. Then the header consumes 12 golf balls in the first hole.
The first hole's a par 3, isn't it? It's like a long par 3, isn't it?
Yeah. And remember, you can win a sleeve of golf balls if you find one of mine.
I just had a bit of journalistic license there, so
yeah. Oh, great! I mean, what else did you find in reviews, Jim?
Well, everyone was just so positive about the whole experience and how beautiful it was. And I mean, obviously, you fell in love with Hankley and Hindhead anyway. So I think it's just much more of the same from that perspective. I think it's going to be a real challenge. I mean, I do remember the reviews, and I've obviously listened to the reviews from Hindhead and Hankley. But I think, it's going to be very, very similar. I think, South Downs, absolutely stunning part of the world, as we said just a few minutes ago. I think undulating courses, lots of heather, gorse, and on playing this time of the year as well, when everything's kind of sprouting.
Oh, is it?
Hello.
I'm just talking about the hairs from your nose, but
all right, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yesterday, about.
I was talking about this.
Yeah, this isn't a tash. No. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Look, this obviously isn't a serious point, but can please somebody just put some funny reviews on about golf courses?
I know. But it's
what you should start doing, Jim, is
Surrey. It's not going to happen, is it? Everyone's very serious and takes things. Yeah,
you need to do is just start writing a few reviews, Jim. The few weeks before you need to go and find the reviews, just type a couple up and stick them on there.
Angela from the Isle of Man.
You need to find Angela.
Do you know what? I once did that on Wikipedia about some gardens in Berlin, and put some I can't remember what I wrote some absolute random nonsense on it. About some statue and something or other. And then we got there, and then this absolute garbage that I'd written on Wikipedia was like actually true. So there was like this statue there with something on it, and I was like, "That's
how the hell has that happened?"
Unless there's just somebody out there in the world just going and writing all the wrongs on Wikipedia, and rather than editing Wikipedia, just going out into the world and actually just making all those things
Wikipedia'd. I like the idea of that. Actually, that must be true. Let's just make it true.
Yeah.
So there's a few other reviews. Just a few funnies there. I lost 12 balls in the heather and now need counselling.
Oh, good God.
So there's a high
Well, we'll have done the
probability.
drive down as well in the morning, won't we? So it was like that could be a bit bit brutal, couldn't it?
Several reviews mention the greens being ridiculously fast. One person called them too good for us so early in the season, which sounds suspiciously like we all three putted ourselves into emotional damage.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
The recurring theme is not long, but don't miss the fairway.
Interesting. Well, Jim, let's give you an update. You'll know this because the picture I sent you, but just this week, me and Christopher have fresh off a victory in the Creator Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, what was all that about? I mean, I didn't even know you were playing. I know you won, but I didn't even know what the tournament was.
Well, it's basically Rick
This
Shields
wasn't
and
part of
Peter Finch.
the top 110.
So it's basically Rick Shields and Peter Finch have set up a Creators Cup sort of thing where you just do knockout matches, and that was our very first one. And we won 4-2.
Yeah, we played all right, didn't we? Both of us.
Yeah, played pretty well.
Well done, Chris.
Yeah, it was.
There was lots of banter
Do you know
going on.
what? I think it was
about you carrying him.
about equal input into the day.
I think I worked it out that when we did our scores, it puts a little green square around if it was your score that counted towards the whole score, unless it was all square, of course, or whatever. But I had 7 green squares against my name, and Chris had 3.
That doesn't sound
Read
right.
into that what you will.
That doesn't sound right, Nish. I think you've.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do the scorecard, so whatever. But yeah, it was good. We played. We both messaging each other afterwards, just going, "What's just happened? Have we just played well together as a pair? This is actually a good team."
Well,
So watch out. I think we're going to win the whole thing.
So what's the format?
Basically, just knockout matches. It's I don't even know how you describe it.
Who are the competitors? Who are the?
Well, actually, so you can get paired up against creators or amateurs. Most people are just amateurs, or just whatever. But we got paired up with another guy who's actually a creator, who's a guy on YouTube. So it was nice. Actually, we were ready to go in there and be all like ultra competitive, not talking, being horrible or whatever. But they're just nice guys. So
they were. No, it was good fun, wasn't it? Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
So you're entering another tournament, bearing in mind that you've got this current project ongoing.
Yeah, I didn't realise there was 6 knockout rounds.
This was like, I've entered you into this tournament. We just play these 2 rounds between now and October, and then there's a final. I was like, yeah, fine. A couple of extra rounds between now and October, I can probably manage that. And then midway through the round on Tuesday, I was chatting.
And you've got quite a lot of makeup around your eyes, both of you. I think if you've had a few punches from the missus.
Yeah, so we got 7 knockout rounds. So yeah.
Oh, there's confidence. There's confidence.
It was just
easy.
You know what?
Easy.
I'm gonna complain about this tournament. It was not badged as that when we signed up. I feel like they've winged it quite a lot.
Mate, welcome to business.
Yeah, and the way they did it, it was like, your first 2 rounds, it's that's all you pay. You just pay your entry fee. That's it. So it made it sound like your green fees were going to be covered or whatever. And then suddenly it's like, no, you got to pay your green fee on top. So, if you get through 6 rounds, depending on what course you end up at, you could end up spending like 500-600 quid just to play golf, and then lose on the last round, and then you're out. It's like, what am I getting out of this? Nothing. So
yeah. And what do you get if you win?
Get a prize at the end. I mean, it's for creators, isn't it? Right, largely.
12 Pro V1s.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, just pick up a few of my golf balls and you just win those anyway. So let's get back to Liphook, maybe. So let me give you some history about this place. Now, not a lot on the website, so I'm going to do a caveat here. I could have gone digging around the internet, but you know what happens when you start doing that? So I leaned on artificial intelligence. Or AI, as Boris Johnson calls it, used AI to find out some stories about this place. And there are actually some interesting stories, which I think they should put on their website.
Yeah, I
But
mean, none of them are true, so they're not going to put them on the website.
exactly.
Well, here we
yeah.
go. Here's your segment
But
anyway, Nish.
1921. Let me tell you a story. 1921 was when it was made. It's quite a recent golf course. And then in 2021, Mackenzie and Ebert, who are quite well-known course designers now, or an agency that do that now, and made some significant changes to it. Now, I've actually written here that I thought the lack of history on the website was actually quite refreshing, because sometimes it's like a bit in your face, isn't it? It's like too much. But I think this might have gone maybe the other way. There was not anything. But this whole golf course was born in a pub, which I think is great. So the first public meeting of the Liphook Golf Club company was held at the Royal Anchor Hotel in 1921. So yeah, that's always quite a good one.
I mean,
The designer
any good idea in history was started in a pub, right?
all starts in a pub or a kitchen,
Or a kitchen.
one of those two. The course designer was a guy called Arthur Croom, who used to supplement his income by writing articles in London newspapers covering cricket. And he actually ended up just befriending an architect called J.F. Abercrombie, and became a partner in his firm. It was Abercrombie, Fowler, Abercrombie, Simpson, and Croom. That was their firm. And he
Rolls
was
off the tongue, that Nish, doesn't it?
I know, mate. Just shorten it, do something with it.
Just use your initials.
But this guy's hadn't designed a golf course before, and the only golf course he has designed is Liphook. That's it.
Right,
Like,
wow.
it's random. So our mate Bernie Darwin then wrote, he designed it wonderfully well, all the better perhaps because he had not much money to do it, and he must rely as far as possible on kindly nature. So it obviously just blends well into the background of where it's set. And then I've got two more things. The opening match when they inaugurated the club was between two amateurs, one called Cyril Tolley and one called Roger. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Roger Weathered. Weathered.
I mean, they're not real names, are they? Let's face it. This is
Their claims to fame that they lost to Bobby Jones in the British Amateur in 1930, and they were in the inauguration match. It's like fine, whatever. This is how much I'm scraping the barrel with it. And then my last bit of historical factoid is when the club first opened, the clubhouse was in the Wheatsheaf Hotel, which is now known as the Lynx Tavern. And the first hole was the current 10th. So they actually switched the course around when they built the clubhouse to accommodate it. So they switched the front and the back 9 round, which is a bit crazy.
It's a lot of effort.
So, well, so basically, for the first 26 years of its existence, golfers were finishing their rounds by walking back into the pub. Brilliant.
Doesn't seem like a problem to me. Yeah, why change?
Yeah, I'm down with all of that. That's all good with me. So they're my history factoids, really. Like I say, not much on the site, but I mean, it sounds good though. Sounds fun. Don't know. don't know what to make of it. It's weird though, isn't it? Because you're normally relying on I've had a couple of clubs like this recently where you're relying on famous players who've been there or famous or championship that's been on or something.
Yeah.
But I love this. I love the quirk of built in pubs and whatever. And they've obviously just gone, well, there isn't enough. Let's not put it on the website. So fine. Then that's all good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now I've got some stuff about the experience of playing there and a couple of little quirks with that. But I think before that, we should hear from you, Chris, about what this course is like and what the course characteristics are.
Yeah. So like we said, kind of traditional Heathland, lots of trees in there. Yeah. And as Jim kind of alluded to, it's very short. So yeah, it's only 6,200 something from the yellows, 6,500 from the whites. So it is very short. Probably one of the shortest we've played, really, isn't it? It's up there with the shortest. But yeah,
what are your thoughts on that then?
My thoughts instantly just go to this is going to be really tight. I'm going to play terribly. This is not for me.
Right, so okay, I'll tell you what I think. I think that means drivable par fours potentially, or short par fours, I should say, not drivable par fours. Short par fours, and when courses are designed to be short, I think they're usually quite good fun as well.
Yeah.
Because I think they kind of visually you're not relying on just, or we can just do a long straight hole here, stick a few bunkers left and right, and then just you mandy your way up the. Like there's a bit of thought goes into the design of that golf course.
Yeah.
That's what it says to me.
But yeah, there's actually some really long par fours. If you look at it, there's some
All right, that's
fairly
weird.
tricky. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't kind of just par 71. So there's 5 par threes.
Yeah.
4 par fives as well. So it's weird. Like some of the par fours are really long, but the par fives are quite short. So you've got like back-to-back holes, fourth and fifth. So fourth is a par 4, 439 yards off the yellows, and the fifth is a par 5, 469 yards. So it's not a huge amount of difference.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, there's some fairly long par fours in there. So like the second is 411 yards, par 4 off the yellows.
That is not what I was expecting you to say.
No, yeah, because that's what I thought. 'Cause initially, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, great, there's going to be loads of short, like strategic little par fours. And I was looking down the card and I was like, fucking hell, there's some really long par fours in there.
So that's going to be tough then, isn't it?
There are some short ones, don't get me wrong. But I think what stands out for me is actually something else, Nish. If you look at the card, it's the par threes. So the par threes are, off the yellows, the longest par 3 is 162. No, apart from the first one, which is 184. They're all short par threes, basically.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to those short par threes. You've got 5 par threes on there, apart from one, which is, I mean, if the yellows is not too bad, 180, but it's 203 off the whites. It's quite a long one, the first. But beyond that, I think they're all
good chances.
There's a couple at around 100, 120 yards, very short ones.
And Heathlands are quite good because it's very rare that you've got like a shot where you can't see the base of the flag, and you can usually there's very little in terms of massive. You don't get anything upwards, do you?
You've not done your research.
Have I not? Is that not right? Interesting. Can't be any blind shots though, surely in here.
Not on a par 3, but on some.
I think there are definitely some blind shots in there for sure.
Shit.
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of.
I'm glad we did this. I got the wrong end of the stick with this course.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, AI's not worked again, Nish.
AI.
And sometimes that's wonderful though, is because you can just go there with. I mean, you've got lofty expectations about how wonderful it's going to be, but then you get to the course, you don't always want to know.
And you get something a little bit different. Yeah,
I got a really good tip from, and he listens as well, so he'll know. Hello to you, Paul. But Paul, who's our friend from Carnoustie, and I got a really good tip from him. He said, go into your. I mean, it's difficult because we do a fucking preview, right? But he said, go into every single round of golf and don't expect anything from the course. Because then you're just open-minded about it.
I think you kind of have to do that because I feel like whenever you build something up, you always end up being disappointed, don't you?
And I was going to let's talk about Cruden Bay, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. Absolute case in point, Nish. Absolute case in point. But yeah, I think going in with no expectations is definitely the way forwards.
What's the slope rating and stuff on this golf course? Do we know that?
I've not actually checked.
What's it doing to our handicaps?
I've not checked. Shall I have a check?
Yeah, I'd be interested to know the difficulty rating of it, because you can be narrow, or seemingly narrow, but it's actually not too crazy.
I mean, again, this is an AI summary, but off the yellows 126, so yeah, reasonably.
Oh, okay,
reasonably gettable.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
Yeah, middle of the road, really, isn't it? I don't think our handicaps will change with that, will they?
No, it'll be fairly similar to where we play, won't it? So yeah, like I say, I mean, it looks stunning. To be fair, having a little bit of a look at it, it looks in the same kind of mold as the other courses we played around there. So I think it's going to be good. It's going to be strategic. So I think you're going to have to hit a lot of shots in the right places. Otherwise, you're going to end up being blocked out and things like that.
Going to give you some options with irons off the tees and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think you're also going to have to hit. You're going to have to hit some good drives. Looking at that, because there's some long par fours on there. So I think you're going to have to be hitting that well as well. So I think you're going to have a real mixture of shots.
I hit 10 out of 13 fairways on Sunday, so
there you go.
You're going to need that this time, I think, just based on some of the reviews. It's going to be
got to keep it straight.
If you spray it a little bit.
So in terms of the actual course, geographically, it's a bit of a weird one as well. So it's kind of split between there's a railway line that runs through it, and there's also a road that runs through it. So it's basically like 4 little bits of land that get kind of sewn together, I suppose.
Right.
So you've got to do a bit of road crossing. You've got to go under a few bridges. You've got to go over a railway at some point. So I guess it's a bit unusual. We've not really played anywhere like that. I mean, there was Abu Dhabi where you kind of cross the railway line at the start, before you play. But
Yeah.
so yeah,
The
I guess
railway line goes through it as well. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
had courses. Obviously, Hillside and SNA are divided by a railway line, aren't they? Very, very
yeah,
famously.
but not actually within the
Not
course
the
itself.
course.
Yeah.
There's pace of play, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're waiting for the train.
Wait for the train. Yeah, 10 minutes. It's gone now.
Yeah,
That's
you're
interesting,
going to
isn't
run
it?
across the A3 with your golf bag on.
I mean, I've crossed over motorways.
I think the
where
A3 has
we
been
are.
moved now, hasn't it? I think that originally went through, but I think that's now been bypassed.
Yeah,
So I think it
that's
was
been
quite a
moved.
big road initially, but there is another B road, I think, that runs through it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Right.
so
Fascinating.
we shall see.
Get pot shots at the cars. Yeah, all right, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Right, so basically,
Par
what my
three
preconceptions of this from it being a short course is just not
Yeah, no,
par 3 opener.
not quite. Yeah, par 3 opener. So yeah, hole 1, par 3. So again, where have we played that's been a par 3 opener? So SNA.
SNA.
We played one more as well.
We did play another place. I feel like we did anyway that had a par 3 opener.
I mean, this is a tough down. This is a tough par 3 as well. So it's downhill, pretty long hole. Let's say thick end of 200 yards from the white.
Is that first one that's downhill? And
First one, yeah, first hole. Basically, I think you basically don't miss it left, miss it right, and you'll be all right.
Don't miss left.
Looks like a tricky shot, but I actually really liked SNA opener. I like that first hole. I think that's a good hole.
Wonder why, Chris? Wonder why?
You love a par 3, mate. Just make them all
Loves a
par 3s.
3. I know.
Still haven't got a hole in one, mate. Still haven't got a hole in one.
All right, Jim. Where's your hole in one badge?
Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna throw something out here. It's a grenade. Pace of play is a massive problem at the minute. We've just watched the PGA Championships, and Aaron Rai, who sounds like the nicest bloke in golf, has just won that, which was amazing, by the way. That putt that he nailed at the end.
Yeah, I mean, that was ridiculous. Was it like 70 feet or something?
70 feet.
What did you make of his celebration? I mean, I know he's not won it or anything at that point, but
I get being humble and I get being like grounded and all that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
expecting a bit more of an outpour of
like
emotion.
inside, however grounded and level you are, he must be going fucking mental inside. At that point that goes in,
Yeah.
like 70 feet, like the noise as well from the crowds around him was immense, and he was just like tiny little fist pump, walked in, got his ball.
Yeah, it was, and that did a fist bump with
That'd have been fucking
Oberg
me
and
sliding
stuff.
into the bunker if that had gone in. It's about to win the USPGA.
Dive into the pond that was behind the green.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, I've still play on it in a couple of holes.
Yeah, just like getting your cannon, just like all that kind of thing. Yeah, it was a bit, but like even at the end, I thought they asked him some weird questions in the ceremony. What's the lady called? Balionis or whatever her name is.
Oh, I've not seen that actually. To be fair, I didn't watch it.
She didn't ask him anything about like. Normally they always do like, oh, is there anybody that you want to thank or whatever?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
gives them a chance to thank their family or whatever. They didn't give him any opportunity like that.
Did
which
they
was
not?
bizarre? No, and that's when people start crying, don't they? Because it's
Yeah.
that emotion comes out. But he's very, very, very calm and composed. Like really calm and composed.
Yeah, he is the absolute definition of steady Eddie, isn't he? Like doesn't miss anything. It's he's like 40, 50 yards shorter than everyone else on tour, pretty much. Straight down the middle.
The course came to him, didn't it?
Yeah,
Totally
I mean that
came
played
to
into his hands, didn't it? I mean he played really well, to be fair.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he deserved to
you've got to
win.
walk through the door, haven't you?
Yeah, he was the only one that played well on that final day, wasn't he? I think everyone else was just falling by the wayside or just stumped. Yeah, they were just.
Which was bizarre.
No one was like dropping loads of shots, but no one was making any birdies. It was just kind of par golf, and it was a bit boring.
Yeah, people didn't really need to. It was almost like just if you tough it out.
Yeah.
It was
there
fascinating, Chris. It really was. I mean,
I loved it.
professional sport in the last round of any major,
Gripping.
and I found it. It was just great.
I wanted it to be great, and I was sat there
constantly.
I was sat there on Sunday going, "This is going to be fucking brilliant!" Like literally anyone could win this. From six back, someone could have come and won that.
Chris doesn't know what he wants, Jim.
Well, no, what I wanted is I just wanted a few people to like be coming up behind the leaders and putting a bit of pressure on them for it to be kind of exciting and kind of ebbing and flowing and birdies being made. And I don't know. It was a bit of a struggle for me, I think.
I'm going to take you back to the US Open.
I know,
last year, and I was like, no. Majors shouldn't be at 1 under, whatever. And you were like, no, I want to see these guys struggling to make par. And now we've had it, and now you don't want that.
Yeah, but I just feel like, the US Open final was exciting, right? That was mega exciting. It had two best players playing the best golf, and that's normally what happens, right? Is the best players come to the fore when you've got it in tough conditions like that, and watching them play really well around that course is incredible. I just feel like even if just one other person had been playing well, right, and there was just a bit of a battle between them, but it was just Rye really playing well, and it was only on the last 5 or 6 holes that happened. Before that, it was just kind of like, oh, everyone's too nervous to actually play any good golf, or the course was too difficult to actually play any good golf. I
think that's a very good point, actually, Chris, because you remember the first round and everyone was basically saying it was almost unplayable. It was ridiculous. You know, the scores there were you know, you don't usually get somebody winning a major necessarily on, you know, 9 under. You know, everyone else was 3 shots behind and worse.
Yeah.
Oh, they love a whine though, don't they? The pros, they love a whine. Oh, we're not getting it how we want. Oh, we can gouge and whatever it is, the bomb and gouge or whatever the terminology is. It's like, no, sorry guys, it was a great spectacle, and I love the fact that somebody who's a shorter hitter just old values of keeping it straight, and just not being, and then just at the end when he needs to put his foot on the jugular, he did.
I mean, absolutely not taking away from him.
That's the mantra for the next course for Liphook.
Yeah, right, fair enough. My controversial take is about pace of play actually, because like I think Justin Thomas got put on the clock in his group and he's pretty angry about it. I think my opinion on pace of play now is that we should come to terms with the fact that a round of golf is going to take 5 hours, not 4 hours, because we all talk about pre-shot routines now, and even recreational golfers like us, you know, everyone says to get your best results, make that consistent, always do a pre-shot routine. Well, if everybody on a golf course is doing a pre-shot routine before every single shot, that's going to add up over time. And I know we're supposed to be ready golf and all that kind of stuff, but you're starting your pre-shot routine, but you're probably going to wait till the person's hit first before you do, because you don't want to be like not concentrating on what's going on. So I just think your expectation has to change from a round of golf.
I don't think it should though, Nish, because like, nobody wants to be on a golf course for 5 hours. Nobody.
But I don't know.
The top 100 ones, I don't mind because it's like a day out and like I'm happy to go and kind of waltz around and I'm enjoying the, you know, get my money's worth and kind of enjoy the experience. But like if I'm just playing my local club and it takes 5 hours to get round, I'm not playing golf. But also like who needs this is just fucking social media, right? That's the problem, is that social media.
Yeah, but we both have pre-shot routines.
Well, yeah, but not that takes a minute.
I reckon if we put ourselves on the clock, we
Really?
are taking for each shot. We're probably taking 45 seconds to a minute on each shot.
But then, like, are we playing better golf for that?
No,
look at our scores. Nobody else is exactly. So, like,
so that's what I mean. So I know you could do away with it, but then everyone's still doing it. Yeah. So and you see the pros.
I think we should go the other way
with their pre-shot routines
and bring in a bit of the TGL stuff and bring in a shot clock.
I completely agree.
You got 15 seconds to get your ball out your bag, get on the tee, and hit your shot.
You can't. I mean, you can't obviously police that with our level, can you? But you can do that with the professionals.
Yeah. I think.
And in fact,
if anything, at our level, we should just do it.
That makes them spray it a bit more and more errors creep in. I mean, that's going to make great watching, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do have a reputation as well, Nish, of being slightly slower between shots.
I don't think I am now, but I think previously when I had like 200 swing thoughts going through my head, 100%. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's like ultimately it's a game where your score does matter, and everyone's in this like, I want to break this and I want to break that and whatever. So if everybody's doing that, that's the world that you're in, and then everybody's doing pre-shot routines, and everybody's lining the ball. Like, how many people did you see 30 years ago lining the ball up with a line on the ball? Like, nobody did that. It was just step up and just put it. Yeah. Everybody lines it up. Everybody takes the time over a putt. Like, every putt matters. Well, you have to expect a 5 hour round then, and that's nothing to do with what the players are doing. It's just that's what we're being told. Do have a pre-shot routine, have a same set thing that you do, and that's the only way to improve.
Then maybe we should be playing 12 holes.
I think that's a great point. You know, golf courses changed to 12 holes.
I think also that you need to time every round from start to finish to see where you are.
Are you asking us?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got an idea because I film everything.
You film everything,
so everything fits between 4 hours, 4 hours 20. There's been a rare occasion when we've been on a busy day or whatever, and it's crept up to 5. I think Burnham was probably extreme example
Yeah,
because
I
it
mean,
was
that
so
was-
wet,
I
wasn't
suppose
it?
it's a sighted day anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah. But I think if it's just me and Chris playing, having said that, still 420 for two of us playing is pretty
I
slow.
think we should go the other way on this, Nish, and I think we should have a day where we, not on a top 100 course, but maybe just round Reddish or something, where we do speed golf. See if we can get around in 90 minutes. I mean, that's
I like the idea. 90 minutes is a bit late. I have to run. I don't want to run.
yeah. Well, isn't there's like a World Championships, isn't there? And they get around in like
There is.
18 minutes or something ridiculous, don't they?
There's a guy that does it on his own. Like he
Yeah.
basically just runs and like that. He's got like proper trainers on. And
Yeah.
He's got
But
like
if you think
3
about
clubs.
it, I mean, it's a fucking smart idea, right? You still get to play golf, you get your exercise in, and like it's not taking half your weekend up playing golf. You could play
that's it.
36 holes in the space of an hour,
Yeah.
and you'd be fit as a fiddle.
I mean, I said to you on the way back from our victorious golf on Sunday, didn't I? I was like, I'd love to go and play at Reddish Vale, our local club, and just try and do a 2.5 hour round off the forward tees. I'd love to do that because it's a different course sometimes, isn't it? And a lot of the drives, you're probably not even hitting a hole. You're not even hitting a driver. You're just trying to play an iron wedge onto the green kind of thing. So,
I think we need to build this into the side bet somewhere, Jim. Who can
hang on a minute.
Who can play the fastest?
If we're paying 300 quid for a round of golf, mate, I'm taking my fucking time. Why do you think I spray it so much? I want to get all the extremities of the golf course, like maximize my step count. That's what I want to do. No, I just think we're all fed. Whether that might not be necessarily then the right thing to feed everybody that do pre-shot routines and whatever. If we're all fed that and it's a game of statistics and improvement and lower your handicap, get down to scratch, whatever. If it's a game of that, then you have to expect everyone's going to take their time because every shot then does matter.
But I think for the average golfer, I reckon if you gave them 2 options, option 1 is you've got this full pre-shot routine, you've got to do that every time. 90% of the time they're going to probably forget to do it or not do it properly. And B, I think if you actually gave them a pre-shot routine of get up there, don't think about it, have no swing thoughts in your head and hit it as quickly as you can, think about a shot and hit it, I think they'd be doing much better with the latter.
But I mean, we've said, haven't we, before, and we've both talked about it, maybe not on the podcast, but that visualization.
Yeah.
So visualizing the path of the ball, where it's going to land, all that kind of thing. I mean, that's 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Straight away. And that's you stood over the ball. Then you trace it back to the line that's ahead of your ball.
Yeah.
Then you walk up to the ball, you step up, you get comfortable, you get grip ready. Or it's half a minute easy just doing that. And that's visualizing. You're not doing anything else. Very famously, Patrick Cantley just keeps like the waggles. And Brian Harmon with his 17 waggles before he does anything. Yeah. That's extreme, and I don't think amateurs are doing that. But that's what I think. Do we want to add anything else about this golf course before Jim tells us his signature hole challenge and the side bet?
I've kind of forgotten what we said and what we didn't say, to be honest. Did we talk about it being the boundary between two?
I dropped that in, but I think you've got that. You've got that fully, though. Yeah, it's a boundary
so the
between
7th
counties,
green
right?
marks the boundary between, or the water course in the front of the 7th green marks the boundary between West Sussex and Hampshire. So you could essentially put between 2 counties.
You can straddle 2 counties.
Yeah. Does it count as a 3-putt if one of them's in a different county?
I'd probably say for you, no. It's going to happen, isn't it? So
it's probably going to happen, yeah.
Yeah.
Like likelihood is about 80% of the time I 3-putt. So
your puttings come on beyond belief, mate.
It's a lot
really has. Really, I'm a bit scared now. I think that's up my game.
One last point on the course then. So Tom Simpson, the designer, said that the 5th hole, Black Fox as it's called, he considered one of the finest holes he's ever designed. Included it in his personal ideal course. Pretty big praise for that one.
Is he the guy that only designed one course?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. His ideal 18. His fifth was the 5th hole actually on his ideal 18. Yeah.
I love that. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So we'll make a note of that. The 5th, that's an important one. Unless Jim's about to chuck in something about the 5th. So what would you like to do, Jim? First, would you like to do a signature hole challenge or a side bet?
There is no one signature hole on this. I feel
like you're inspired by neither of those ideas. You're just like whatever.
No, it's difficult because you expect there to be kind of a really pronounced
in your face signature hole.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, I think that's probably a good thing about the whole course, but there must be something that's particularly special. And honestly, the internet is shite when it comes to this.
Yeah.
When you ask AI or just ask random, just put it into Google and then try and get an answer from numerous websites, and it doesn't seem to have a commonality in terms of their answers. So number 5, that's a potential one, Black Fox. Hole 14, which is Simpson's Folly. So the holes have names.
Holes have names. Yeah, that's good.
I like that. I do like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, I don't know what they mean necessarily. I mean, when we're talking about, Castletown, Isle of Man, they kind of make a little bit more sense, I suppose, in some respects.
Yeah.
But there's obviously history behind that, but you don't know unless you're kind of part of the club and the member of the club and you know the full history. So 14's a par 4, 434 yards, obviously from the whites. Hole 5's par 5, nearly 500 yards. Hole 1 is par 3, 200 yards. I'm going to go hole 14. So it's a par 4, 434 yards. So that's Simpson's Folly.
Can you give us the SI on that, Chris? What's the stroke index?
4.
That means you get a shot as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's quite fitting. Obviously, it's the course architect as well, Tom Simpson. In his only course that he's ever designed. So, so we'll take our hats off to him. Thank you very much for this wonderful experience that you're going to have in a couple of weeks' time.
Simpson's Folly.
So that's just going to be the signature hole challenge.
Scraping the barrel for a side bet now.
Yeah, well, I overthink these things, and I want to do something a little bit different every single time. But then I don't want you to have to overthink things in terms of
like how many different golf challenges can you set? That's the other thing.
Exactly, absolutely. You don't want to. You're there to enjoy the experience first and foremost. Of these challenging courses that you're due to play.
I think you should just go out there, Jim, and do something that's like non-golf related, like who can jump over the most bunkers in a day or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to suggest that because
I'll be in most of them.
It's going to be 0, basically, isn't it? I think on this one, the 18th hole is meant to be absolutely fantastic. So you've got a drive which is blind, so over the hill, down, undulating up until it's got up towards the green just before the clubhouse. And I'm going to say that least number of shots to get on the green.
Okay.
On the 18th.
Par 5, isn't it?
18th.
450, yeah.
And it's meant to be absolutely beautiful.
Interesting.
I did look at videos on YouTube as well. So I think it's just something slightly different. But
a bit different. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Fewest number of shots to get to the green. Does it? We'll do pedant's corner. Is it hit the green? You can go off the green, or hit the green, stay on the green.
Hit the green, stay on the green.
Right. Okay.
Usually it's the accountant who starts questioning.
It's worth clarifying. I thought I'd preempt the question, mate. That's all it was. Wonderful. Right. Okay.
God, you're out of the zone now, Chris. What's happened?
I'm looking forward to all of that.
I'm no longer an accountant, Jim, so I'm no longer a pedantic son of a bitch.
Are you not obliged to be pedantic anymore now, Chris?
Yeah.
Lucy will be so happy.
I love it. Well, I'm going to leave you with a couple of closing thoughts. Number one, the terrace out the back of the clubhouse looks unbelievable. So that is one of the pictures that is on the website, and that looks great. So I'm going to enjoy that. And then this is something that I think probably was going to sum up Liphook, and maybe I think our double header playing Swindley Forest as well. So when you're playing, and this is on the visitors' information as well, the club runs a mixture of pre-booked tee slots for visitors, and this is for members as well, but like pre-booked tee slots and not pre-booked tee slots where the order of play and your tee time is determined by placing your golf ball in a chute. And then you turn up, you drop the ball in the chute, you wait your turn. And if you're a visitor, you need to figure out you need to find out from them what they're doing that day, whether it's a pre-booked thing, or you just rock up and get your tee time.
Used to do that at my course. It's brilliant idea.
Yeah, I think it's so democratic. Yeah, brilliant.
Early bird catches the worm.
I heard that and I thought, brilliant. I'm going to absolutely love that. until
do you think
we get there. And
yeah, there's a few like German members that are there at like 4 a.m. Balls in the chute first.
Oh, brilliant! Are you telling me you need to get personalised Union Jack golf balls then? Before we go? Right, let's do that. Okay, I think that was a good good preview of Liphook. Very much looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll get you playing with us soon, Jim. Feels like too many golf courses where we're talking about our golf and not enough about yours. Until next time on the Top 110 Golf Podcast.